Welcome to Birds vs. Boys Mock Draft 4.0. Thank you to everybody who's been watching our mock drafts right here on the Birds vs. Boys YouTube channel. Mock Draft 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 have gone off. This is Mock Draft 4.0. Tonight is going to be a 5-round mock draft where the computer will pick for all the teams except for the Eagles and the Cowboys. Aidan will be picking for the Philadelphia Eagles. Myself, Kmess, will be picking for the Dallas Cowboys. We will have 2 more mock drafts coming out before the actual NFL draft. We will have another 5-round mock, and then our full 7-round mock will come out next Wednesday, the night before the draft happens. So, Aidan, are you ready to draft?
Absolutely. We are 7 days away. That really snuck up on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you have that like final project in school and you know about it all semester?
Yep.
And then a week before you're like, oh, crap. I was supposed to do that this entire time. It is here. That's how I feel about the draft. It is here.
It is here. And before we start the draft, before I hit the start button, why don't you point out what you like to point out every mock draft?
The Houston Texans, baby. You can't go wrong because you need just about everything.
Pick a player.
Pick a player.
All right, here we go. Let's start the draft. Let's see who went off the board a little bit.
I want them to get weird this time.
There's our guy going quick off the board. Sauce.
We're going to be doing prospect breakdowns here on the YouTube page. Follow Birds vs. Boys on YouTube pretty soon. Sauce Gardner is one of the names we have picked out, but every time we do a mock draft, he doesn't even come close to leaving the top 10. No. So, I don't know.
Thibodeau, third. Stingley, tackle run. Walker, another tackle. Hamilton going 9. Look at that. Could they be recreating the Legion of Boom in Seattle? Kyle Hamilton. Love that.
That's the areas the Eagles 9 through 11. If Kyle Hamilton's still there, you start to think, how should I pull the trigger and move up a few spots?
Mm-hmm. Then a little bit of a wide receiver run here. Garrett Williams off the board. Trent McDuffie. This got to make you happy here, Aidan, because I know you don't want to touch him.
I do not want do not need a Washington cornerback on my team ever again. Thank you and goodbye.
But these 2 guys right off the board here, Karlaftis and Jermain Johnson. I believe Jermain Johnson was your first pick. Was your 3rd pick, right, in the first round in our first mock draft when the Eagles actually had 3 picks?
Back when I had all the power of 3 first-round picks, we had Jermain Johnson. I picked him at 19. I love the pick. He was flying up draft boards. He was the star of the Senior Bowl.
All right. So let's see who is available here for you at 15. We'll scroll through. You can talk.
Very dangerous that there's a USC wide receiver there. Don't love that. Do not love that at all. All right, Tyler Linderbaum. So that's an obvious candidate because Jason Kelce, we are approaching the end, as much as that sucks, but we are approaching the end. So you want to have that replacement ready to go. If he's not on the roster already, if you want to keep Landon Dickerson at guard, if you want to move him to center, then you have your replacement. If not, then maybe Linderbaum's the guy. So we'll see with him. 6'2", 296. His comp is Jason Kelce, so It feels like it fits, which I think would be really funny. Some other guys here, Devonte Wyatt, the interior defensive lineman from Georgia. I was watching tape from him today. The Georgia defense as a whole is just hilarious. So let's just get into it with my first-round pick. This is hilarious. It's going to be a Georgia player. It's always going to be a Georgia player. But I'm thinking as if I'm the Eagles. They don't have a top 30 visit lined up with Nakobe Dean. And they don't like to go linebacker in the first round. I'm going to stay away from them. I'm going to go with the name below. They do have a top 30 visit with Jordan Davis. Give me this tank in the middle of the defense. He is just a meteor careening into earth. That is how he plays defense. That is what I want on the Eagles to pair with Javon Hargrave and Milton Williams going forward.
Good thing you did not listen to a certain TikTok today. Might have told you not to draft him here.
A lot of weight and conditioning concerns for Jordan Davis.
All right. Here we go. So let's see. Right after you, Drake London goes next. That is a very Saints pick, I feel like. And then the injured cornerback, Andrew Booth from Clemson, off the board at 17. Right before your next pick, Aidan, here at 18.
I've seen a lot of mock drafts with Devin Lloyd of Utah. Again, we just don't. This is not a position that they value. I'm trying to think in terms of the Eagles. And Howie Roseman today was like, "Yeah, it's a good linebacker draft. That's about all they could get out of him. And maybe that's just because he doesn't want to tip his cards. And maybe he does like Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean. And I hope that he does. I don't hate Devin Lloyd. I like Nakobe Dean better. But I'm looking at value here. And I think one of the main things that has been harped upon by just about everybody is pairing somebody with Devonte Smith on the opposite side. Give me Chris Olave. Give me Chris Olave.
Chris Olave. You can't go wrong, Aidan, with an Ohio State wide receiver, correct?
No, that's what I feel. Get every Ohio State wide receiver and get every defensive player from Georgia. But Olave itself, I think, would be a phenomenal get for either of our teams because of his footwork. He's a route running technician. And I think he makes the life easier for quarterbacks. I was watching him with CJ Stroud, and it just felt like there was just such ease with what Stroud could do when he was throwing it to Olave. And I just think he's just like we talked about it last week, that Keenan Allen, okay, I know my safety valve is always going to be there and always be open for me. I feel like that's what Olave is going to be in the NFL. Like, he's never going to be Tyreek Hill. He's never going to be DK Metcalf. Nope. Then you're going to look up and be like, oh, he's top 10 in receiving yards this year.
How'd that happen? All right, here we go. Chris Olave off the board at 18 to the Eagles. I'm on the clock. Let's see who went here. Devin Lloyd, Linderbaum, losing my guys, Penning, Smith, and Wyatt. All right. So, Nakobe Dean's sitting there. I believe he was my pick in the last mock draft, correct, Aidan?
Yes.
He was my first pick. Love Sky Moore. He has skyrocketed in everybody's mock draft. I'm going to thank Jeff Kavanaugh for that. I was getting him in the second round weeks ago in these mock drafts, and now he's ranked 22nd on the big board.
Wow.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, hometown.
Is he really?
From Pittsburgh?
I did not know he was from Pittsburgh.
I did not either.
How did Pitt let him get away?
So we have Zion Johnson here, who is a very realistic pick here. Cowboys need to upgrade their wide receiver, or excuse me, their guard position, their offensive line. It has been terrible. Hasn't even been. It's Zach Martin and a bunch of poop, and that includes Tyron Smith at the end of the year, who's getting old. So I think Zion Johnson is a real candidate here. I think he can start at guard from day one for them. I don't think they're going to take Nakobe Dean, so I'm thinking here more.
Sucks.
Love George Pickens as well. I think I said to you earlier, if I take a guard here, I wouldn't mind trying to trade back up late into the first or early into the second if I'm the Cowboys to try and grab him. I don't think they're going to go corner. They're definitely not going quarterback. We talked about Arnold right here. You're a guy from Penn State. I think he's also a realistic option here for the Cowboys. They need help at edge. 33 on the big board. Picking him at 24 for me, it's a little rich for my blood here. So I'm going, I don't know why, but he has completely dropped to 46 here on the big board in PFF. I don't understand why. He used to be in the top 20. Have you heard anything wrong with Treylon Burks?
No. He's him. Like, some of these prospects, they're either the next Hall of Famer or they're going in the second round. Like, they keep dropping it. I don't know what's happening.
I don't understand, but everything I'm hearing, everything I'm seeing in tape, I absolutely love Treylon Burks. I keep calling him Debo, poor man's Debo Samuel. I think he's exactly what this team needs. I can get a starting caliber wide receiver in round one who's going to help them immediately. He also went to Arkansas, which Jerry Jones can't keep away from Arkansas players because that's where Jarrett played. And then I can get my guard or my tackle in the second round. So I'm going Treylon Burks here. I know that PFF is going to give me a bad grade for this, but I don't care.
Yeah, sometimes you have to ignore the grades because, like we said, there's a lot of range right now.
All right, so Sky Moore, let's see here. Ooh. Zion went, Kenyon Green went, Nakobe Dean, next pick after me. Oh, wow. The Bills. He's going to be a great Bill.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Kenny Pickett, last pick. Ogba, Sky Moore. Sorry, to the Lions. Pickens. Ooh, Giants. Don't love that.
Yeah.
Losing Matt a lot Corral of my guys here.
John Dotson, Desmond Ritter.
Ooh.
Wait, has the day finally come? Has the day come?
Has it come?
It has. Oh my God. My prayers have been answered. My prayers, all my prayers. This is the day. What a glorious day. Oh my goodness. I have had the best 24 hours of my entire life. First, Joel Embiid ends an entire country and snatches their souls. And today, Jaquan Brisker, the safety out of Penn State, is still on the board for the Eagles in the second round. This is an
Are we turning the
automatic
card in?
turn the card in. And do not ever look back. This kid played all over the field for Penn State. He was good in coverage. He's athletic. He can play up at the line and be physical and tackle. This guy would be awesome. And you're trying to replace Rodney McLeod. You have Anthony Harris on a one-year deal. So the safety position is definitely up in the air for this next half a decade. This would be fantastic if they can get him in the second round. Wow.
Interesting, because in a mock draft, I believe I did here yesterday, he was my second round pick at 56. So I think he's a steal in the second round. So this is a great pick by you. Unfortunately, stealing him right from under me. All right.
All my prayers have been answered.
Let's see what we got here. So we got Abraham Lucas, who I love, the tackle out of Washington State, who I said I can get a tackle or a guard. Love Kingsley. Got my wide receiver ready. Love Trey McBride. He is tight end number 1 in this draft. He's a freak. But I feel like I got a wide receiver in round 1. I can't go another playmaker here, tight end, in round 2.
You could.
Love both linebackers. I think Chanel is going to be a phenomenal linebacker, but I got to help this offensive line here. I know he still needs some pass refinement protection, but he has 0 pressures allowed in 78 snaps against Oregon State, 0 against USC each of the last 2 seasons. 6'6", 315. I'm going Abraham Lucas, the tackle out of Washington State.
I love that because some announcer will slip up and say Abraham Lincoln. And
yes,
I will be very much ready for it and be very excited when it happens.
All right, my friend, 83, you're on the clock.
All right, let's see here who we've got. So there are some names that I like here, but I think I see somebody that I like. But let's just go through a few. There's a lot more range when we get into these third rounds, which is awesome. Oh, Dameon Pierce right there at 95. Oh, I want to go running back so bad. I want to do it so bad, but I know I can't. I know I shouldn't. I know I should wait. There'll be more. James Cook coming up there as well. All right. I guess I'll hold off. All right. So let's scroll up a little bit here. I think I saw some names that might pique the interest of Eagles fans. I think Brian Cook would be an option out of Cincinnati if I didn't get the prayers answered to Jaquan Brisker. Marcus Jones, the cornerback out of Houston, another position of need, which could be important. Let's see here. Let's see. Scroll down for me. I found the name that I liked, and then I lost it. There we go. Cole Strange is a guard out of Chattanooga, but he is one of those guys, just like Landon Dickerson, where he can play center or guard and has that flexibility and optionality in terms of position. So he could be the replacement for Jason Kelce, or it could be Dickerson, and they have Strange at guard, depending on who's doing well at who. So it says here, elite explosiveness for an interior lineman. His best game was against Kentucky, against a major D1 opponent. So elite explosiveness sounds a lot like an Eagles term for an offensive lineman. So I think I'm going here with Cole Strange.
Great pick by you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. I could double up here. I love Kellen. Get another tackle. We can also play guard.
Get Kellen for Kellen.
Kellen for Kellen. I could help out. I also really like Dominique Robinson, edge. However, he has not played a lot. He was a wide receiver. You see this? He's 6'5", 253. So right in this spot, third round. This needs to be a starter for me still. He's more of a project. So I think I'm going Marcus Jones, the cornerback here. 6 career return touchdowns, including a game winner, which is huge for me. And he's the best kick and punt returner in the draft, which means I don't have to worry about CeeDee Lamb returning kicks and punts anymore and getting hurt doing that. But he is a playmaker all-around cornerback, which I absolutely love. Picked off 5 passes. This Dallas Cowboys team lived and died by the turnover last year. Obviously, Trayvon Diggs had a ton. We don't know what's going to happen with Boss Man Fat, Kelvin Joseph with his legal issues, Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis, Let's upgrade this cornerback position. If Kelvin Joseph is clear to play and he is as good as some people think he's going to be, Marcus Jones, Kelvin Joseph, and Trayvon Diggs, yes, please.
Nice. Like I said, I was looking at him too. All right, let's take a look at some of the names that are still here and what we could do. A few wide receivers here if you want to improve on wide receiver depth. That could be something. So I think I can be pretty quick with my pick because I know what position I need. If you go a little bit down for me, a little bit up. Sorry, should have said stop. I'm looking at the tight ends here. We've got 2, James Mitchell and then Jelani Woods out of Virginia and Virginia Tech. All Virginians. Just pick a tight end from Virginia.
6, 7.
Yes. So Dallas Goedert is obviously awesome, and he's your tight end 1. Like, this was without a doubt. But you really don't have that backup. The guy that they wanted to be the backup got hurt in the last game of the season. We'll see about that. They announced today that J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is going to transition to tight end. Let me know how that works out. I don't plan on caring or paying attention or expecting any amount of success.
He actually just committed a offensive pass interference penalty as you're talking right now.
Or an illegal block in the back or just something stupid. So give me an athletic tight end who can catch a few passes for us. I'm going to go Jelani Woods, tight end out of Virginia.
6, 7. Let's go. Get some size, boy.
Get some, just have a basketball player. He's just going to get double-doubles down in the red zone.
And you are on the board again.
Jesus. All right. Is my time to shine here? Are my running backs still here that I love? Maybe, maybe not. Uh-oh. I may have waited too long.
We're getting pretty lean here. Let's hear. Let's go to running backs.
All right, so I missed out on Dameon Pierce, and that makes me incredibly sad. So I'm looking at 2 different guys, Kyren Williams out of Notre Dame, Brian Robinson Jr. out of Alabama. I really like Kyren Williams. I really, really like him, but at the same time, I love Alabama players. So I am at a crossroads because I hate Notre Dame.
2 different type of running backs.
Notre Dame players. But as the top short yardage bruiser in the draft class, see, the Eagles need a short bruiser, but I don't know. Give me Kyren real quick. I can't believe I'm drafting by position. This sucks. Undersized and not particularly athletic, but for the third down role, he'd fill in. Yeah, that's not what we need. All right, I'm out on that. Not at all. I waited too long. I'm not going any.
This dude. I don't know if you watched him play at all.
No. Very NFL translatable game with his size and decisive running style. 4 yards after contact per attempt.
He's a freak.
I'll take him. This is what I'm looking for. So I told you, I don't think Miles Sanders re-signs. I just don't think they're going to commit the money to that. Boston Scott and Kenny Gainwell, who I love, are not 3-down guys. Good pass catchers, though. So how about this? This guy right here with some yards after contact. 164 yards after contact in 1 game against UAB. That is insane. I will take this kid.
Bang. You're welcome.
Thank you for the assist. Because you know how much I love Dameon Pierce.
I know you do. All right. On the clock here. Got a wide receiver ready. Not going Kevin Austin here. Like I said, Dominique Robinson. I need help at edge here. I'm going to hold off. I think I can still get him. Marcus Hayes here. One of the best. class exceptionally well. Allowed only 35 pressures in 3 years as a college starter. I love that. Cowboys really need help at guard. I took a tackle earlier. I also love... I don't need another tackle, though. 6'7", 301. Marcus Hayes, 6'5", 318. Give me the guard. 1 pressure allowed over his final 3 games. I love that. Didn't allow a sack or a hit in the first year as a starter. Give me all of that. I am taking the guard out of Oklahoma, Marquise Hayes. Help rebuild this offensive line.
That's the goal. That's your thing this year.
All right, you are back. 154. 1 pick before me.
Oh, all right. And this wraps it up, right? Or do you have a few more?
So you still have 154, 162, 166.
I've been given way too much power. That is clear now. You've given me way too many picks. All right, let's do some scrolling. Let's see what we got. Let's see who we could get. All right. I love how those running backs are all still right there.
Yep.
A ton of running backs. Actually hilarious. All right, Brock Purdy. Yeah, I honestly could see them doing that. Like I could honestly see them going with a quarterback in the late rounds as like a project. Like you've said before, just draft a quarterback every year. That's like the rule. So that that's definitely something that they could do. I'm trying to think who I like here and what positions that we should be looking for. Putting myself in the mind of the Eagles. I think I found who I'd like though. I'm going to go with Isaiah Thomas. Great name. A lot of success with the athletic name of Isaiah Thomas. We'll see if it translates sports. But an edge rusher, they're obviously looking to improve both the defensive line and offensive line. So I think just getting an athletic edge rusher like this, who's going to come in on third downs, and I doubt that Derek Barnett will be on this team after this year. It's kind of a 1-year prove-it deal. Josh Sweat, there's always concerns that he can't play three downs, even though he kind of disproved that. So let's just bolster it. Brandon Graham's going to retire. Let's just bolster the defensive end here.
I love that you and I just went back-to-back Oklahoma players. Boomer Sooner, baby.
Hell yeah.
All right. So let's see what I have going here. See, is this the time where I go after an injured player? Because Damon Clark is a freak of a linebacker. As you can see here, he should be 50 spots higher on the big board, but he had spinal fusion surgery that should keep him sidelined the entire year.
That sounds fun.
I would love to pick him here. I just don't. I'm going to wait and see if I can get him. Probably not going to be able to get him with my next pick at 167, but let's see what else we got here. All right. I am not seeing much here. Let's see. I do need a safety. And I heard this kid is an athletic freak. One of the best all-around athletes in this safety class. Not particularly instinctive player, but he can fill a number of roles and not look out of place. 6'2", 209. Love that. Love the name Tyson as well.
Yes, that's a strong name.
Give me great athletes who have position flex. He can fill different spots. I'm all about that. We need to keep upgrading this safety position. I know they have Malik Hooker, Jaron Curse, but let's see what this kid Tyson Anderson can add as a 5th round pick. Eagles back on the clock. You have 2 more picks after this. One more. 162, 166.
They gave me way too much responsibility. All right. Let's go through this here. Oh, 2 trades. Or let's see. Let's do some scrolling here. See, I could have still got Brian Rounds. Oh man. So it seems like a run on a bunch of running backs. So we'll just go through and see what we like here. So I'm kind of looking at a few different positions. I once again know what the Eagles like to do is bolster the offensive line and get some depth here. Chris Allen's a name to look at because he's great. This is the kid with the investigations.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. So I feel like he's probably going to be off. So let's go circle back to safety. Actually, I just saw the name I liked. Man, click on Verone real quick for me from Oregon. That was the other name I was going to was Chris Paul. Actually, I'm going to go Chris Paul. I think I'm just going to build a team of NBA players on my NFL team.
Okay, that works. Where do you go?
That's my analysis. Also, they do like to have a bunch of offensive line depth in the middle rounds. So highest graded games, SMU, Oklahoma State, UCF. Didn't play well against Ohio State, but I'm assuming that game came against Chase Young.
I was waiting to see if I could get him with my next pick. Damn.
The Raiders, man. The Raiders took Verone from me, too. Jeez. All right. Let's see what we got. Kyren Williams is still there, and Brian Robinson. Let's remove running backs from the equation.
Yeah. What position are you looking at?
So I think they'd like to add linebacker depth. They definitely need to. Like, they just don't have a lot of linebackers. So let's take a look at Micah McFadden here.
We got nothing.
Oh wow, they gave you a little highlight tape though.
Uh-oh.
So let's see what other linebackers we have. I've been reading up on some guys that I like. I don't see him here. And if not, we can always Micah McFadden, Mike Rose, Jack Sanborn. No, none of the guys that I like there. Do me one favor. There was a name that stuck out to me because his name was awesome, and then I read about him, and he was also good. He plays safety. So if we could go to the safeties quick. Wow, I don't see him there. Huh, there he is. Smoke Monday, the safety out of Auburn.
Look at this picture. Cool. You said you need cool guys on the team.
Yes. That is a big thing. You can come here and we can tell you analysis and we can break down the tape. But what's most important is looking cool, having a strong name. Smoke Monday, please.
Boom. All right. I'm back on the clock here. Like I said, I wanted the tight end from SMU. He's insanely athletic and has insane talent, but has concussion issues. So that's why he's kind of dropping here. So I'm actually looking at the tight end from San Diego State. Well-rounded athlete, checks all the boxes. He went woefully underutilized, only 776 in 3 seasons. See, that scares me, but is that their offense? 6'5".
That's their offense. Why do you think their punter's going to get drafted?
5th round pick. I'm going the tight end here, without even questions.
Nice.
All right, I got 2 more picks here. 176, 178. Wish I could see my draft so far. Pull it up.
Yeah.
I know I've had a lot of offensive linemen. Have the running backs gone? All the Kyren go, and yep, Kyren.
Right after Smoke.
Let's see here. I need interior defensive line help. Kalia Davis, 6'3", 302.
That's a good name.
Don't know much about him. Missouri State. Cowboys only like to take from really Power 5 teams. This is what I'm going to do. Tia Ogbenyani. Last year they took Osa Odigizua, the UCLA interior lineman. Let's pair him with his former teammate here. 6'4", 324 pounds. He's a Texas boy. So I'm taking the defensive interior lineman from UCLA at 176.
Nice.
Now 178 to finish my draft tonight. 6', 206. So the Cowboy, I would love Robinson. Need another running back. Cowboys kind of have that short yardage bruiser, though, right? And their fullback that they're paying $30 million a year.
For now.
For now.
Not for the long run.
I love Hassan Haskins, too. Dude runs
Me too.
hard. Just don't know why he is. It's a tough one here, Aidan.
Get the punter from San Diego State.
I'm going to go Robinson. I'm going to, give me the running back. Give me Alabama players. Give me SEC players. Add him to the mix. I would love that room of an Alabama running back, a Memphis running back, and an Ohio State running back. Let's do it. Let's get weird.
The Ohio State running back won't be there for long. Grading the draft, our favorite part.
Let's tell us where we got here. Up. No. Okay. Yeah, see? C- for Treylon Burks. Get out of here. I get an A for my second round pick. B,
you got a lot of A's.
A minus, wow. A, and a C for Brian Ross. I got a B plus. I will take that. I think that's nailed it. I think this is woefully skewed by calling Treylon Burks a C minus in the first round, which is, I think, bullshit.
You'd have an A if it weren't for Treylon, and I don't think Cowboys fans would be that upset if you went with him at 24.
No. How about this? Nice. All right. Eagles draft.
Oh, your player got me a D plus. All right, a B for Chris Olave at 18. You are killing me, PFF. Are you kidding? That's
there you
go. Classic. Jaquan Brisker, prayers answered. A. Shocker there. Cole Strange is a C. I'm surprised by that, honestly. Jelani Woods, B minus, and then I got FF and Fs. Listen, there's under no circumstances is Smoke Monday an F. Just
absolutely not.
Just
you got double Fs and still got a B minus.
You know what's hilarious? I took Chris Paul before. Took him when we did a 4-round mock draft. Took him and it was fine. Took him in the 5th round and got an F. How? Explain to me that logic. Unless this kid's foot fell off last week.
The rankings have changed very much in PFF in the last week.
I guess.
Because Treylon Burks was in the top 20 and now all of a sudden he's 46. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, I take a kid in the 3rd or 4th round. Good grade. Take him in the 5th. F. Well, what are you going to do? Grade them on your own scale.
But that's what we do here. So that is the BVB mock draft 4.0. Vince will put out a nice little graphic, producer Vince, to show you who we picked. If he wakes up, looks like he's sleeping on his microphone right now behind the scenes. But we will have mock draft 5.0 and mock draft 6.0 next week. And then we will be doing a live reaction show the night of the first round of the draft right here on Birds vs. Boys. So make sure you check out, like Aidan said, all of our player breakdowns. We're going to be finishing them up this weekend. They will be out on Monday. And check out Birds vs. Boys episode 113 that will be coming out. Aidan, can't wait to cover another draft with you this upcoming week.
Can't wait.
Thanks for watching. Tell your friends, tell your family. Hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us wherever you get your podcast. This is Birds vs. Boys, a podcast for everybody with the flair of the Eagles and the Cowboys and the best draft analysis you could get anywhere. Just draft players from Georgia and players that look cool.